counselor with Emory, and as a genetic counselor, my role is really to identify those families where there could be a genetic trait increasing the risk of cancer. And some people develop cancer because they have inherited a genetic abnormality that predisposes them to developing cancer, but they're not aware of it. And a lot of us don't know what we are predisposed to and if we will develop cancer. So one of the things that I would say, the first step to find out if you have the predisposition to developing cancer is first to know about your family history. It's very important. And like Dr. Jean said, our community, we don't share a lot of information, our personal information. But when it comes to cancer, things need to change. We really need to talk about it because it will make a difference. I would like to. So I have a family history of cancer and I need to talk to someone. And you want to ask them to refer you to a genetic counselor. So that the counselor will sit down with you, go over your family history and help coordinate testing. That's what we do. We really make sure that the information you gain from doing the testing will be really helpful to you. We review that information and we discuss the result. You can do a test, but what it means makes a difference, like how do you use it. So that's what we discuss too. So if, for example, someone does genetic testing and they find to be positive for a genetic abnormality, right, and that person doesn't have cancer, they have option. We told you, hey, you have a high risk of cancer. So what do? We usually will start screening early, like Dr. Kubi and Dr. Dean said. We start screening early, like mammogram, colonoscopy, prostate cancer screening. And if you have family history, you can benefit from doing pancreatic cancer screening early. And like Dr. Dean said, it makes a big difference when you find the diagnosis is made. The early, the diagnosis is found, the early, a better outcome we have from that disease. And someone can decide also to take, a step further to reduce the risk for cancer by doing like a mastectomy, removing both breast tissue or removing the ovaries because they have risk for ovarian cancer based on the genetic testing. But if you never done it, you won't know you have that risk to take such action. And for someone who already have cancer, and they're like, why should I do testing? Like Dr. Dean said, there are treatment options available. So, but those treatments will only work if you have a genetic abnormality. If you don't, it won't work. It's not even a question. So, but you want to know if you have those options available to you. So